So we're going to start our pranayama. We're going to do Kapalabhati again so that you can practice. But firstly, you're grounding. So closing your eyes. And however works for you, but to draw your attention into your body, out of your head. So generally following the breath is a good place to start. Inhaling deeply and exhaling completely. Just a few grounding breaths as we prepare for Kapalabhati. And we're going to practice, we're going to do 3 sets of 20 pumps. So as fast or as slow as you need to go, but remembering that it's like imagining a candle flame in front of you and the little snuff as you snuff it out, but drawing in through the diaphragm. So sitting nice and tall. Inhale all the way. Exhale completely. Inhale halfway. 20 pumps. Inhale. Exhale. Halfway. 20 pumps. Inhale. Exhale. Halfway. Last set. Pump. Keep the eyes closed. Noticing the sensations. And then exhaling, lowering your head, blinking your eyes open, and looking forward. And we're going to do our loud, sorry. We're going to do the stimulation of the vagus nerve, and then we're going to come straight to do our sun salutes. So firstly, looking straight ahead. And then you're going to turn your head as far as you can to your right. Noticing how far you can go. And then coming back to center. And keep facing straight ahead, and your eyes are just going to turn to the top right hand corner of your eyeballs. Waiting to see if a sigh or a yawn arrives. And then bring the eyeballs back to center. Turn your head the same direction, see if you can turn any further. And then come all the way back to center. And then the other side, turning to your left. Come back to center. And then face forward, but turn your eyes to the top left corner. And then bring the eyeballs back to center. Turn your head, see how far it can go. Can it go any further? And coming back to center. So that's the trigger for the vagus nerve, which is to tell your body to rest and come out of that fight or flight mode. So it's stress relieving. Okay, coming directly to stand for our half salutes. Standing in mountain. Then inhale, bring your palms to touch. All the way up, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up, palms to touch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up, palms to touch, and then exhale, hands to heart, stand in mountain. Surya Namaskar A. So the same as last week, we're going to do 3 rounds of Sun Salute A and then 2 rounds of Sun Salute B. Good luck. If you need to, if it's too much, then you can just wait in down dog, but see how we go, building heat. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale to Down Dog. Take 3 breaths. So modifying if you need to. You don't need to do Up Dog from the beginning, or you can drop your knees if you need to. And then inhale to step, hop, jump forward to halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale to mountain, Tadasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway. Exhale, Chaturanga, low press up. Inhale, Up Dog or Cobra. Exhale, Down Dog. 3 breaths. Ujjayi breath, breath with sound. Get that metronome of the breath going. And then inhale to come forward to Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale to Tadasana. Last round. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, Down Dog. Taking 3 breaths. When you're ready, you'll come forward to halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, hands up. Okay. Sorry, mountains. That lost my train of thought. We have one more. Is that right? That was the second one. We've done 3. Oh, we've done 3. Sorry. God help me without my plan today. Standing in mountain. So Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Bring the right foot between your hands. Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Got to be quick. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot between your hands, Virabhadrasana 1. Level those hips to the front, look up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths. Inhale to come forward to Ardha Uttanasana halfway. Exhale, Uttanasana fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Then standing up, palms to touch. Exhale to mountain. Last one. From the front of the mat, inhale to chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. So halfway lift is look up, come halfway, flat back, till legs are straight. And then exhale, bend your knees, step back, chaturanga, low press up. Inhale to cobra or up dog, tops of the feet down. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, warrior 1. Exhale, chaturanga, palms down, step back. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, step forward to warrior 1. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale to down dog. 3 breaths. Then inhale to come forward to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, chair pose. And then squeezing the thighs. It's the same breath to stand. And then exhale, mountain. Well done. So we're gonna, yeah. Oh, are you warm, Hannah? We have, Anya will be opening the door in a minute. Yeah. Okay, we're going to do a bit of core and shoulder strengthening. Bend your knees, palms down, step back to down dog. And then roll forward into high plank. Press the floor away, spread your shoulder blades and feel more weight is coming into the index finger and the base of the thumb to keep the wrist safe. Don't let the head dangle. Then inhale, lift up into down dog. And then rock forward again, high plank. Feel that inner hug. Try and, as if you're drawing the wrists and ankles towards each other. Then lifting up into down dog. We can do one more roll forward, high plank. So if you need to drop your knees, drop them, but drop them behind your hips. And then exhale, down dog. Now we're going to roll forward into high plank. Hug towards the midline, nice and strong through the core, then come down onto your forearms. So again, if you need to drop your knees, don't bring them forward. You'll drop the knees behind your hips or keep in a straight line. Hug inwards, feel the shoulders Spreading slightly the shoulder blades. And then exhale, come down to Sphinx. So shoulders, elbows under shoulders, press the forearms down, use your legs. Tops of the feet down, pubic bone presses down, draw your chest forward. So this is like an antidote to lots of core work because we're changing the muscle tone to the back body, lengthening the core. Tuck your toes, come back up into low plank. And then come up into high plank, down dog. And then this next exercise you can do from tabletop. So if you need to come onto your hands and knees, do it from there. Otherwise, inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog, lower the left heel. And then roll forward into high plank, curl right knee to nose. But draw that knee up, draw up through the core, round through the upper back. And then exhale, three-legged dog. Again, inhale, roll forward to high plank, and then bring the right knee across to the left elbow. Exhale, take the leg back to three-legged dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Bring the knee to your right elbow. Exhale, three-legged dog, down dog. Other side, inhale, left leg lifts. Roll forward into high plank and then knee to nose. Round through the upper back, draw the knee up. Exhale, three-legged dog. Well done, everyone. Inhale, knee rolls over to the right elbow. Exhale, three-legged dog. Hug those elbows in. Push the floor away. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. And then three-legged dog, down dog. Drop your knees for a moment and just sit back on your heels. Give your wrists a little rotation. You can hold on to fists and just do figures of 8 or give them a shake. Okay, then coming into tabletop. Take the legs back into high plank. Press the floor away, so round through the upper back a little, spread the shoulder blades, lift through the back of the head so the head isn't hanging. Draw in through the core, so think of the bandhas here, Mula Bandha, the root lock, Uddiyana Bandha, solar plexus, and then step into bear, so right knee comes to hover under the right hip, toes down, left knee comes to hover, and then step the left foot back into high plank, right foot back, and drop your knees, sit back on your heels. And modify as you need to, or if you want to keep going, but really drawing in through the bandhas to feel that strength. And we want to keep the shoulders safe. This is preparing for inversions or just healthy shoulders. Coming forward, tuck the toes under, high plank, and then come down into low plank. Drop your knees behind your hips and actually drop your hips all the way down. We're going to come into side forearm plank. So bring the right forearm parallel to the front of the mat, and you want a little bit of an angle, so the elbow not to be right under the shoulder, have the elbow slightly forward of your shoulder. Stack your feet, and then bring the left foot anywhere in between the knee or hip of the right leg, and keep the right leg strong. So flex the foot, press the outside edge of the right foot down. And then you can have your left hand in front of you, or you can reach the left hand up. And we're going to do little pulses of lifting the right hip up and then lowering it towards the mat, just kissing the mat, and then keep pulsing up and up. So squeezing the outer hip, but don't sag into that shoulder, keep the frame. And then exhale, lowering down, come back into tabletop. Okay, step back into high plank. Step the left foot forward so the knee is floating under the hip. Bear, right knee forward. The back is flat, spread the shoulder blades, hips are neutral. Step the right foot back, left foot back. Come down onto your forearms. And then lower the hips. So we're going to be on the left side. Forearm, side plank. Okay, so have the elbow forward of the shoulder. Kickstand in front, so you bring that right foot forward and then start to squeeze the outer hip. So really press the outside edge of the left foot down, not too fast. So this outer glutes, the glute medius working. And then exhale, lowering down. Turn onto your front Sphinx pose. Maybe letting that core rest. So draw the chest forward, feel the length in the front body. And then tuck your toes, come up into down dog. Roll forward into high plank. You're going to come down onto your forearms and then cross the right. You can drop your hips if you need to, but otherwise do it from forearm plank. Cross the right arm, so side plank, the right arm is coming across again. Turn onto the outside edge of your feet. So this time, again, if you need to drop the hips, you can drop the hips, but we're going to try and lift the top leg. So you can have the hand up on your hip or in front of you, but really feeling how strong you have to be on the lower leg. And then exhale, lower the hips down. Just rest a moment. And then you're going to bring the left foot again as a kickstand in front. Press down through the outside edge of that flexed right foot. And we're going to come up. So your hand is going to be on the mat, but forward of your shoulder. We're going to lift the hips up. So get nice and strong here. Make sure you're not sinking into the shoulder. Push the floor away. Lift left arm up. And then you're going to lower the hip and reach towards your foot without pressing the hip down, but feel the length in the outside of the hip. Squeeze all the way up and reach overhead. And then exhale, lowering down, squeeze the outer hip, reach up and over. Last one, lowering down, up and over, and then exhale. Come to sit on your bottom and lie back for a moment, knock your knees together. Just take a rest for a moment. Feel this connection of the shoulder blades to the mat. Just let them soften down, release through the front of the chest. Okay, and then come to sit. And then you're going to come into down dog. We'll do the other side. So rolling forward into high plank. Come down onto your forearms. You can drop your hips if you need to here, otherwise come into side plank. stack the feet. Feel if you need to rest, have the right hand in front of you, otherwise lift the arm up, and you're going to lift and lower the right leg. Flex. But you can keep the hip down if it's too much, and just lift and lower the leg without the left hip off the ground. One more. Exhale, lower the hips down. So make sure you're managing things for yourself. So don't hurt yourself like in the shoulder while you're thinking about the legs and the hips. Now the kickstand, bring the right foot in front. Press down through the outside edge of that left foot, so flex the left foot. And then we're going to, oh, sorry, you're up on, reach your left palm towards the top of the mat. So you've got an angle between the shoulder and the wrist, lifting up. And then we're going to reach, lower the hip and reach towards the foot. Squeeze the outer hip, reach up and over. Exhale, lower and reach. Inhale, lift and over. One more. And exhale. Lower down, lie on your back, knock your knees together. Well done. And then bring your feet and thighs parallel, ready for bridge. So heels under knees and flowing bridge. So just to get the shoulders and the hips moving. As you inhale, lift the hips up and move the straight arms up and touch down overhead. And then exhale, as you lower the hips down, bring the arms down by your side. Just keep moving with your breath. And then exhaling, lower the hips and hands down. Hug your knees into your chest, a little rock and roll. And then rock 3 times forward and back, so up onto your shoulders, and then come all the way to sit. Okay. So now we're going to do our little sequence. So we're going to start, we'll be doing 2 breaths, and then we'll go to 1 breath. So it's, we do the one side, then the other side, 2 breaths each movement, and then we'll do it quicker each side once again. Okay. So coming to stand. Or if you need a block for half moon pose, have that at your top left. Okay. Lively on. Oh, sorry. Okay, firstly we step back to runner's lunge. So exhale, fingertips down, take the right foot back, runner's lunge for 2 breaths. Remember your Ujjayi breath, and then drop the back knee down for low lunge. Bring your arms up. Lunging, and then exhale, bring your hands to your heart, lean forward, hold this for 2 breaths, press into the palms, and then inhale, and you're going to exhale and twist. We'll do this twice. Inhale back to center, twist once more, come back to center. So hands at your heart, tuck the back toes under, inhale, high lunge. Sink in the hips, stack that front knee, and we'll reach the arms up. We'll take 2 breaths here. Reach up, lift your chest, gaze turns upwards. And then exhale, hands to heart, lean forward. And then we're going to bring the right palm down, twist the left arm up. And then exhale, hands to heart, come back up to high lunge. And we're just going to drop the heel down into warrior 2. Inhale, Trikonasana triangle, straighten the front leg. Exhale, tip. Take 2 breaths here. And then inhale, come back up, bend into warrior 2. And then you're going to come on the ball of the back foot so that you can reach for your half moon. Ooh. So reach for the block or the floor, lift up, and then roll the hips open. Reach the top hand, or you can keep the hand on the hip. 1 more breath, and then you're going to step back to triangle again. Exhale. Hip. Then inhale, coming up. Exhale, hands to hips. Turn to pyramid. So now left foot's forward. Level the hips to the front of the mat. Lose my voice. So pyramid, so you can have prayer pose, Anjali Mudra, or fists together. Lift your chest, squeeze your kneecaps, exhale, hinge. So just as far, just to halfway is enough. If you want to fold a little further, draw in through the core, let the head, crown of the head reach down. And then inhale out the way you came in. So squeeze the thighs coming up. We're going to take, I didn't add this on before, but our forward folding one-legged bind pose. So we'll bring the right foot up. And then if you need to hold on to that foot, let the knee drop. If you want figure 4, because that's better for your hips, then just flex the foot across the opposite knee and sit down. If you want to fold. And then inhale. If you folded, bend the standing leg as you come up and release. And then back to the top of the mat. You're going to move the block to the other side if you use your block. Inhale. Exhale, bending down and step left foot back. Runner's lunge. And then on the next exhale, lower the left knee for low lunge. Draw the arms up. Sink the hips, but draw those ribs back slightly. Keep that connection through the mudra, the bandhas. And then exhale, hands to heart. Lean forward. And then coming back up. And then we're going to lean forward and we're going to twist. So draw in through the core, lean forward and twist to the side. So you don't have to touch the elbow down. Come back to center, twist again, and come back to center. So steady yourself, firmly press the base of the thumb into the sternum, tuck the back toes, come up to high lunge. So feet on train tracks, so you've got more stability. Reach your arms up, reach up, soften around the sides of the neck, the shoulders, and then exhale, hands to heart, lean forward. Ujjayi breath, bandhas, and then exhale, left palm down, draw the navel in, revolve to the right, reach up through the fingertips. Don't forget that back knee, you want to keep that back leg strong. And then exhale, hands to heart, come back up to high lunge and drop the left heel down for warrior two. So coming onto that central line, sink the hips, arms go wide. Make sure you can see your big toe on the inside, so bent front knee. And then inhale, triangle, straighten the front leg. Exhale, reach and tip. Lean back, turn the head up, soften the shoulders away from ears. Inhale, lift through the top hand, arms go wide. Exhale, come onto the ball of the back foot. You're going to come for your half moon pose, palm down, left hand to hip, stand up, but flex that back foot. So this is like we were doing earlier when we're trying to lift the top leg in side plank. So get strong in the outer hip. And then exhale, step back to triangle. And then inhale, turning to the front of the mat. Step forward for pyramid. So feet hip distance apart, back toe slightly turned out. Level the hips to the front. Choose whether it's fists or prayer. And then exhale, hinging forward. So don't just curl in, you want to reach with the chest. And then inhale, reach the chest forward, squeeze the thighs coming up. Last one. We're going to lift and come into our half bound pose. So again, if you can't get the knee to point down, then don't fold, just do figure four. But it's a practice here. You can just stay up here, just practicing to try and loosen the hip, to let the hip open and the knee point down. Okay, and then inhale, lift the leg, exhale, release. Are we ready? One last flow. Okay. Inhale, exhale, right foot back, runner's lunge. Exhale, drop the back knee. Inhale, low lunge. And then inhale, hands to heart, lean forward. Coming back up. And then exhale, twist, just once. Inhale, back to center, tuck the right toes under. Exhale, and then inhale, come up. We're going to lean forward. Oh, didn't do the arms. Come back up, reach the arms up, inhale. And then exhale, right palm down, left arm up. Exhale, coming back up, drop the right heel down for your warrior two. Inhale, triangle, exhale, tip. Inhale, coming back up to warrior two, hands to hips, come onto the ball of the back foot for Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Reach, lift the leg up, and then exhale, step back to triangle. Well done, everyone. Keep moving. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, hands to hips, turning. And we're just doing pyramid. We're not doing the knee fold. Hips level to the front. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Step the right foot forward. Exhale, step the left foot back, runner's lunge. Drop the left knee down, come up into low lunge. Bring the hands to your heart, lean forward. Coming back up, and then exhale, lean forward and twist. Inhale, tuck the back toes under. Exhale, come up, high lunge. Reach the arms up. Hands to heart, lean forward. And then left palm down, twisting right arm up. Nearly there, you're doing brilliantly. And then exhale, drop the left heel, come up into warrior. Warrior 2. Is that what I meant to do? Yeah. Hands to hips. Have I missed? Oh, triangle, sorry. Well done. I just chucked that in to check you were listening. Inhale, lifting back up. Hands to hips, bend the front knee. Turn the hips forward and then pyramid. Oh God, I've jumped forward. Sorry, half moon. Oh no, it's right side. Yes, I spun round. Okay, reaching to have the block over to your point your toes forward and have the block over to the right more. Yeah, so you can lean back a little. And then exhale. Oh, I messed that up. Tight. This is now triangle. Sorry, guys. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, hands to hips. Step forward for pyramid. Am I right now? Yeah. Folding forward or halfway. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, step to the front of the mat. Nearly. Okay. Come to lie back on the mat. Knees bent. Feet on the floor. Knock your knees together. Close your eyes. Bring one hand to your heart. One hand to your stomach. Okay, so we're going to bring the legs into cow face pose, so Gomukhasana. So lift your legs up and cross the knees. And then you want to drop the feet down. If you can, you'll reach for the outside edge. You might just crunch yourself towards them. So reaching the outside edge of the feet. And if you can, you'll draw the feet out like horns and you'll really feel it deep in the outer hip. No? So, yeah, no. Then you can release this foot down if you want to, and just you could even straighten that leg and then try to lock the knees and draw that foot towards you. Do you feel it in the outside of that hip a little bit more? So if it doesn't work with your knees crossed, you can point the under leg straight up and then draw the other heel. That's it. So that one comes straight up and then draw that heel down and towards you. Do you feel that in the outer hip? Yeah. Okay. And then exhale, release and change to the other leg on top. So you can lift this leg straight up, but let it go. Yeah, that might be a bit easier. And then exhale, unravel. Just knock your knees together a little. And then bring the soles of the feet together in butterfly. Let the knees fold out. Slightly tuck your tailbone so it's drawing towards your heels. And then bring your knees back together. And you're going to cross the right leg over the left. And then you're going to lift your hips a couple of inches to the left. And then roll your knees over to the right, but keep them crossed at the knees. You can have the arms in cactus or just rest your hands on your stomach, however, but you should feel a stretch in the outer hip. No, that's right. I think it's because you're very flexible. So you don't, so you want to resist, try and pull this knee up and resist it with this foot. You feel that? You're trying to feel it in the outer hip. No, because you're very open in your hips. I'll come back to you. Okay, and then bring your knees back to center. Change to the other side. Good. So that's it. So cross your legs completely. So cross like you're sitting cross-legged. Yeah. Move your hips. Oh, did we not do? Oh, move your hips a couple of inches this way, and then roll your knees the other way. So it's there. And move your arms out of the way then. So you should feel this outside of the hip. And then come back to center, uncross the legs. Taking your towel roll. Does everyone have one? I'm going to need to put one. Yeah. And you're going to lie this between your shoulder blades down your mat. So you're getting used by dogs. Oh. And then have your block at the top to rest your head on. Okay, and then roll to the side and come off the block and the bolster. And then you're going to take the block and do supported bridge. So lift up into bridge, but then place the block level 2 under your pelvis. So the bony part, not on your spine, on bony part of your pelvis, and then just let the arms drop wherever you want the arms to be, but just drawing a bit of length into the lower back and letting the core muscles relax. The knees bent. To flip it, you turn it up one, move it, and then off your spine, so down to the bottom, yeah, pelvis, so the bony flat bit, yeah. And then we're going to do legs up the wall pose. So you can use your block or your towel roll, but the towel roll will be more comfortable. So now it's to, well, if you come into bridge, and the block will be on its lowest level if you're using the block, but you want to have the towel roll or the block more towards your tailbone than your spine, so that when your legs are lifted straight up, they just hang there. You don't have to hold them. And if you feel you are holding your legs, you can always come to the wall to actually rest your heels. You can stay here a little longer if it feels good. Otherwise, you can come into Shavasana, relaxation. Put your socks on, something warm.